One of the most common questions that I get asked even now is, what is the first day of set like? That's what today's topic is going to be about. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Ask a Camera AC. And today I'm going to talk about 3 things that I wish I knew sooner before starting out on my first day on set. Point number 1 is you do not need to know everything. People know that you are starting off at an entry level position and they are not expecting you to know all the gear, all the terminology. They are just expecting you to be willing to learn and ask questions and staying open. When you're on set and you notice something that you haven't seen before or you have a question about something, literally just ask your team members. Number 2 is pay attention and be observant. Knowing when people communicate, how they communicate, their style of workflow. If you're observant enough, especially at an entry-level position or on your first day, that can be a very big plus point. And a little pro tip about paying attention, this is something that I do and I still continue to do it, is I carry a little notebook with me in my chest pack or in my backpack. Having questions on set, but you know that you can't ask them right away, it's helpful to write them down. Another thing that I also learned, which could be helpful for you, is always count to 10 in your head before you go ahead and do something. Like, things are constantly changing, instructions are constantly changing, and sometimes people will be like, oh yeah, grab me that 50mm lens, and by the time you're going to go grab it, it changes to an 85, or the DOP decides he wants to go back to the wide, or they decide your camera's not even playing. So what I've learned is count to 10, give yourself a beat. Point number 3 is don't be afraid to show your personality and be somebody that people genuinely enjoy working with. I think when you walk onto a film set, especially if it's your first film set, it can be very nerve-wracking. It can be very overwhelming as an experience too, because there's just so many moving parts. It's such a massive scale that you're dealing with. We're spending 10, 12, 14, sometimes longer hours together with a team or with certain people. And at the end of the day, I think that skills can always be taught. The workflow, the terminology, the technology can always be taught to somebody, but people remember, what was it like actually working with you? What was the personality that you brought on set? What was your energy like? Were you reliable? Were you friendly? Were you professional? Were you somebody that was genuinely engaged when you were talking to somebody? I was super nervous on my first union job. People do really remember your personality. Naturally, you'll find that the more you show up as your authentic self, the more people will gravitate towards that. It's okay if you make a mistake, own it, take accountability, tell the people, hey, I'm new here, or I don't know how this works. Can you explain it to me? That's the core essence of what working in film is really like, because people rely on you, people trust you, and if you are open and engaged, then that can go a really long way for you. So those are my 3 tips. If you enjoyed it, give it a like. And if you are just about to have your first day on set, then good luck, you've got this.